This has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. This last month has been like days of hard things, and it's not over yet.
Okay, we're gonna be right here with you. We'll keep supporting you through it. Your daughter will be in a minute.
So the day before Christmas Eve, we were on the phone. I was leaving my office, and I was calling him just to see how he was doing. And that's when he had told me that he was so sick, and he said, I just can't catch my breath. I don't know what's happening. I just feel so weak. And I begged him to call the ambulance. And they didn't know at the time that he had COVID pneumonia. They had tested him for COVID. His oxygenation level at that point was really low.
There's not a whole lot of adjustments we can make.
Right.
The number I don't like on this right here is this 35.
It's been kind of a roller coaster up and down since I've been here. Seeing his numbers and trying to be with him when he's not conscious and wondering if he hears me, and I like to believe that he does. But it's just a really terrible situation.
That's what he looks like.
I think that's so important to have photos there available.
And that is my sister me with him too. So I was gonna hang those up in there.
That's good.
I rub his hands and I rub his feet. I do that while I'm praying and singing along with the music. I believe that touch really helps people, and especially when you're this sick, it's like touch is very healing. Being there helped me to understand the full picture and to understand exactly what was happening, and that we had gone from, the COVID infection wasn't ultimately what was the problem. It was what was left behind and his body not being able to recover.
Right, it's not just his lungs anymore. I mean, it's all because of his lungs, but now his lungs are failing, his GI tract is failing, his kidneys are failing, and there's really no telling by looking at him what's going on in his brain, but certainly he's not getting enough oxygen that his brain needs either.
The medication was keeping his heart going. The machine was keeping his lungs breathing. And he'd been sedated for so long that his brain was not where it needed to be, and his kidneys were failing. Being there when he died, it was awful. It was a nightmare. And I think about that, and I can replay it, and I can see it. I'm happy I was there with him, that he wasn't alone, but it was just a nightmare. When the ventilator was removed, he went super fast. So, nobody should ever have to do that. And so many have had to do that. So I just held his hand and hugged him and kissed his face and told him I love him. It was the hardest day of my entire life. But, my dad raised me to be strong. I trusted God to do what was best for him. My prayer was that he would heal my dad and heal him here, heal his body here. And I got my miracle, just not this side of heaven.